When did your parents realize just how badly they underestimated you? My parents thought I was failing out of college. I stopped coming home for holidays, stopped answering their calls. My mom would leave these long voicemails crying about how I was throwing my life away. Dad would text me once a week, just checking if you're still enrolled, like he expected me to drop out any day. The truth was, I was working. Not at some part-time campus job. I was building something real. It started junior year when my roommate Austin complained about how hard it was to find decent apartments near campus. Everything was either expensive or a total dump. The landlords were sketchy, the websites were outdated. I'd been teaching myself to code since high school. Nothing fancy, just YouTube videos and free online courses. But I was getting pretty good at it, so I built a website. Simple at first, just listings for student housing with actual honest reviews. I spent every night after classes working on it. Skipped parties, skipped family dinners, skipped everything. My girlfriend broke up with me because I was always on my laptop. My parents thought I was addicted to video games or something. You need to focus on your real classes, my mom would say during our rare phone calls. But this felt more real than any class I'd ever taken. I was solving an actual problem. Within 3 months, 200 students were using my site. By the end of the semester, it was 1,500. I started charging landlords $20 a month to list their properties. Then 50, then 100. The money was adding up fast. My senior year, I barely went to actual classes. I'd show up for exams and that was it. My GPA dropped to a 2.1. My advisor called my parents, told them I was at risk of not graduating. Dad drove 6 hours to campus, showed up at my apartment unannounced. I was in the middle of a video call with a property manager when he walked in. He looked around my apartment, pizza boxes everywhere, energy drink cans stacked on my desk, my laptop surrounded by notebooks full of code. "This is what you've been doing?" he asked. "Playing on your computer while your future falls apart?" I finished my call, closed my laptop, looked at him. "Dad, I made $42,000 last semester." He laughed. Not a happy laugh, the kind of laugh you do when you think someone's lying to you. "From what? Selling drugs?" I pulled up my bank account on my phone, showed him the balance. Then I showed him my website, the traffic numbers, the revenue reports, the emails from landlords begging to advertise on my platform. His face went completely white. "The site's active in 12 college towns now," I told him. "I'm hiring 2 developers next month, and I'm dropping out to do this full time." "You're throwing away your degree?" "Dad, I'm making more money than you and mom combined, and I'm learning more running this business than I ever did in class." He sat down on my couch, didn't say anything for like 5 minutes, just stared at my laptop screen showing all the numbers. "How long have you been doing this?" he finally asked. 2 years? 2 years, and you never told us. You never asked what I was actually working on. You just assumed I was failing." He called mom right there, put her on speaker. I showed her everything. The website, the users, the money, the business plan I'd written. She cried, but different than those voicemail cries. These were the kind of tears people cry when they realize they were completely wrong about something. 3 months later, I sold the company to a bigger real estate platform. Not for millions or anything crazy, but enough to pay off my student loans, buy my parents a new car, and start my next project. At dinner that night, Dad looked at me and said something he'd never said before. "I'm sorry we didn't believe in you." The best part? My little sister's now in college. Whenever my parents start worrying about her grades, she just reminds them about me, about how they had no idea what I was actually capable of. Now they ask first before assuming the worst.